Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Casey Eberhart here with today's business strategy tip. So today we're going to talk about how to increase sales, referrals, and ultimately profit for any business, including yours. So, hey gang, my name is Casey Eberhart. If you and I don't know each other, thank you for stopping by. I know there are 8 million things that you could be doing and you chose to be here for 5-10 minutes. So thank you. I run a business coaching, training, accountability mastermind program called the Platinum Inner Circle, where we help results-based entrepreneurs create extraordinary outcomes for their business. So that's not really what today's video is about, but if that's of something of interest to you, you can connect up with me and I'm happy to chat with you about it. So here's the scoop. We need to do things that increase our sales, our profitability, our referral generation. And so I came down today and thought of the 3 things that have really helped in pretty much every business conversation, every consulting gig I do, every time I have the opportunity to work with an entrepreneur, and our job or our end game is to make more money and save them time at the same time. Okay, so we have 3 things that we can do. Pretty simple, easy to do. They're a little bit, they're not as concrete as you might think. So here they go, and we'll just kind of rock through them. So here's number 1, and I'm looking down just because I have some notes in front of me to make sure that I stay on track. So number 1 is expose yourself to things that are new. Right? Now, this may seem like it could go down a rabbit hole. It could seem like it may take you off your task, but here's the scoop. Technology is moving so quickly. Systems and new tools are coming out, new concepts, new algorithms for social media. All of this stuff changes very, very quickly, right? It's one of the reasons why I think our mastermind program does really well, because for us, on the side of, me, the guy that's like running it, we spend a lot of time exposing ourselves and our team to what's new, what's on the bleeding of technology, what's on the cutting edge of technology, so that we can shortcut that for our mastermind clients, right? But you can do this in your business as well. Spend a little bit of time each day, whether it's a half hour, an hour, 15 minutes, or whatever. Maybe you have your entire organization do this and then come back and report and share ideas. But you want to be out there exposing yourself to what are the new tools, the new systems. And I understand when it's like, oh, I'm just so focused, I'm head down focused, and I get that. But here's the thing. If you had said that in 1980, you would still be operating your business with like a beeper and or a cell phone that's like this big, right? Some of you weren't even born in 1980. So it is really important as business owners and entrepreneurs that we are always exposing ourselves to what's new. Doesn't mean you have to take advantage of it all, but at least knowing what's out there, what's possible, can go a long way in helping you save massive amounts of time and increase your sales, your referrals, and ultimately your profit, right? So I just recently in the last few months started using a new tool that has absolutely been an unbelievable time saver and has increased our sales, increased our profitability, increased our referability, increased the number of referrals coming into the business. It's outrageous. I would have never seen that tool had I kept my eyes closed. So just go along with your eyes wide open and spend a little time getting exposed to what's new and is out there. Number 2, and this is a huge one, and it's probably one of the easiest things to course correct, but it can also be a difficult thing to course correct if you're already down a deep path. So here it is. You've got to go where your customers are hanging out. Okay, so if your customers, for example, are hanging out on LinkedIn, then you should be playing on LinkedIn. If your customers are hanging out on TikTok, then you need to be hanging out on TikTok. If your customers are hanging out on YouTube, then you need to be hanging out on YouTube. If your customers are hanging out at Chamber of Commerce or association meetings or networking groups, then you got to find yourself and place yourself in those conversations where your customers are. In the online world, are they looking at Google? Are they looking at social media? Are they, where are they? What's the process? And we need to start inserting you into the conversation where your customers are. This will build it and they'll just show up. thing does not work, and not in business. We've got to be able to insert ourselves in the conversation where our customers are actually hanging out. And by the way, this just as a side note, and we tell our Platinum Circle members this all the time, we don't get paid to think. We make decisions based on data. So you want to go where your customers are and be able to prove that via data. Okay, so that's number two. So number one, expose yourself to new things that are out there. Always looking for opportunity. Number two is to go where your customers actually are, where your customers are hanging out. And number three, and again, this one seems a little bit easier to say than do, but that's this. You've got to take action. You have to take action. If you're not taking action, you're just somebody that's not suited up, you're on the sidelines, you're just kind of looking, or you're getting sucked down a rabbit hole of only exposing yourself to new stuff and not implementing or trying, you're going to find yourself being left behind by your competitors, okay? So in our Platinum Circle, we talk a lot about this, that it's production before perfection, right? Even this video, like I'm wearing a cool shirt. I could have probably done it, but I did a different shirt. I've got the lighting set up, but maybe the lighting's a little off. Maybe I'm looking down. Maybe I'm saying too much. But at the end of the day, for example, if you were going to do video marketing and you were going to crank out a video or a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live every day, here's the reality. The crappiest video online, like the worst, most terrible video online, will always 100% of the time outperform the video that's in your head, right? So if the video is in your head, or the piece of content is in your head, or the blog post is in your head, or the sales script is in your head, or the whatever is just in your head, the reality is you doing it terribly to try and get better will always 100% outperform the one that's just wrapped up inside your noodle. So let's do a quick recap, a quick review. Number one is you want to expose yourself to new things that are out there in the marketplace. Systems, tools, processes, social media. You're always looking for number two, which is where are your customers actually hanging out? Maybe they're hanging out at a bar. Maybe they're hanging out at restaurants. Maybe they're hanging out at the clubhouse at the golf course. Maybe they're hanging out at speed networking events. Maybe they're hanging out at, like I said, association meetings. Maybe they're hanging out in Facebook groups. Maybe they're hanging out wherever, but you want to be able to insert your conversation about your products, goods, or services into that conversation where they already are. If you think you're just going to build a business and all of a sudden these people are just going to randomly show up, well, grab yourself a business coach ASAP, because we got to get you kind of steered back a little bit in the right direction. So, and number three is that suit up and participate, right? Because if you're not taking action, if you're not willing to risk, if you're not willing to do production before perfection, then here's the thing. Your competitors are. There are going to be competitors out there that are out there trying new things. They're trying every available piece of technology. And if you just go, oh, well, I'm just going to sit down, I'm going to focus just on one little piece of technology or one little thing, and I'm not going to expose myself, I'm not going to really pay attention to where my customers may be, and I'm just going to think about it, or I'm going to doodle it, or I'm going to move stuff around, or I'm going to alphabetize my desk or whatever, we're going to have a little bit of a problem. So with that, you guys, have an amazing day. If you got some value out of this and you think that it's a good video, I would love and appreciate your comments, likes, and subscribes. We will do our very, very best to always bring valuable content that we think can help you grow your business. My goal is to help you do two things, and really only two things: make more money and save time. If we can help you save time and make more money, then we've done our job. So I hope this helps. You guys have an absolute amazing rest of your day. Go give somebody else an absolutely awesome day by inserting your conversation where your customers are. Maybe you're even teaching them about something new, but you're actually out there, boots on the ground, doing something, taking action. And just remember that production before perfection. So with that, you guys, I know I've kind of rambled on a little bit, but hey, what do you do? I hope you are out there having an absolute, gosh, The day is awesome. We're on this side of the dirt, which makes it a great day. And so from there on, guys, we're just going to go out there and have a great day. Talk to you soon. Ciao.